So do you also want to automatically post on your social media accounts? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to build an AI agent to auto schedule social media posts. So like you, I also used to post manually on all of my social media accounts, but this is such a time consuming task. So to save me some time, I've simply created this amazing automation where what is going to happen is that every day this workflow is going to get triggered and look for the current date in my Google Sheets. So what I've done is I've simply created a content calendar in my Google Sheets, and now we're going to look for the current date, and with the help of that current date we are going to take out the post topic, and then with the help of that post topic we are just going to generate the image and the caption of the post, and further we can post it on our social media account. So to do this we are simply going to create a connection between Schedule by Pabbly, Google Sheets, OpenAI, which is my AI agent, and Facebook. And to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video I'll show you how to build an AI agent that takes your content ideas and auto schedules it on your social media platform. So in this video you will see how to turn simple content list into a scheduled calendar using OpenAI, Google Sheets and publishing platforms. So let's dive in and automate your content pipeline with the help of AI agent in Pabbly Connect. So as you can see that I have already created my content calendar, and now what I want is that with the help of this date automatically a post should be posted on my Facebook or on my social media account, that too without any manual intervention, with the help of this content calendar only. So yes, this is possible with the help of an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect, and today I'm just going to show you how we can do this automatically. What is going to happen is your post will be scheduled according to the date you enter in your spreadsheet. So yes, let's see how this magic works. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And after opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, we are going to get two options right over here. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in, and now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account, and once we're going to click on this access now, it is opening my dashboard, and to get started with this automation we simply have to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here you can see that I have created multiple folders in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I've already created multiple folders, so I'm simply going to add this workflow in one of these only, which is automations, and now I'm just going to name my workflow as this: build an AI agent to auto schedule social media posts. And then we are simply going to click on this button which says create, and once we're going to click on this create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and action are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of a trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started we are simply going to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application I'm simply going to select it as schedule, which is a feature by Pabbly because I want to schedule this workflow, right? And now for the trigger event I'm simply going to select it as schedule workflow. And now when I want to schedule the workflow, I want to schedule this workflow every morning at 10. This workflow should get scheduled, all right? So I'm just going to simply select it as every day, and now I'm just going to select the timing right over here which is 10 in the morning. So as you can see that I've simply selected this, and now I'm simply going to click on this save and send test. test request. And now you can see that how often do you want to run this workflow has been set to every day, and the time is 10 in the morning. So yes, now after setting up this trigger, we're going to move on forward towards our action step. Now what I want is I'm just going to take out the current date every day, and then I'm just going to look up in this spreadsheet for the current date and then move this workflow further. So now for my action application, I'm simply going to select it as date time formatter. It is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to format the date and time. And now for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as current date and click on this connect. So now over here, I'm just going to select the format of the date. So as you can see, the date is in this format: year, month, and then day. So I'm just going to select the same right over here, which is year, month, and day. And now I'm just going to click on this save and send test request. And yes, over here you can see that this is the current date which has came out. So now what we have done is that now this workflow is going to get scheduled every morning at 10, and first it is going to check for the current date. And once after getting this current date, we're going to look for this same current date right over here in our content calendar. For that, I'm just going to add another action step. And now for the action application, I'm simply going to select it as Google Sheets. And now for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as look up spreadsheet rows V2 and click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection. And now we have to click on this blue button which says sign in with Google. And once we going to click on this blue button, Pabbly is asking me to select the Gmail account, with the help of which I'm just going to connect my Google Sheets. And after selecting my Gmail account, Pabbly is asking me for some permission. So what we're going to do is I'm simply going to click on this allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. And with this, we have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now I'm simply going to select the spreadsheet right over here, which is content calendar. And after selecting the spreadsheet, I'm simply going to select the sheet and move on further. Now it is asking me for the lookup value. So over here, I'm just going to enter the current date as the lookup value. But we are not going to enter it manually like this, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step were these steps where we selected schedule and date time formatter as a trigger and action application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of these applications only. And as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So over here, I'm just going to look for the current date, right? So I'm just going to enter the lookup value as the current date which we received from the response of our date time formatter. And now it is asking me for the lookup column. So over here you can see the lookup column is A, right? And this is a static information. So I'm simply going to type A right over here. And now it is saying end column of the data. So now I have to enter the end column till which I want to extract the data. So it is D right over here. So I'm simply going to enter D right over here. And now we're going to move on further. Now it is saying lookup as date. So yes, lookup is a date. So I'm simply going to keep it as yes. So you have to enter these details according to your own spreadsheet, right? And now it is saying use sheet headers as key in responses. I'm just going to keep it as yes. And it is saying sort rows. I'm just going to keep it as top right over here and click on this blue button which says save and send test request. And once we're going to click on the save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have successfully received the response. Over here you can see that with this current date we had three details, which is the post topic, the product, and the theme / goal. Over here you can see in the spreadsheet we had three details. So automatically all of these three details have been captured right over here. And now using these details, I'm just going to generate the image and the caption which we are going to further post on our social media account. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this action step, and now we're going to move on further. Now I'm just going to auto schedule social media post, right? So what we're going to do is I'm just going to move on towards my action application. For that, I'm just going to add my action step first. And now for the action application, I'm simply going to select it as OpenAI, which is my AI agent. First, we're going to generate the image. So for that, I'm just going to select my action event as this, which is generate image DALL-E. And then we're simply going to click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your OpenAI account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection. And now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, we are simply going to follow the help text, and it is saying kindly visit your OpenAI API key page to get the API key that you need to enter here. So I'm simply going to go towards my OpenAI API key page to get the API key. And after coming over here towards this page, we simply have to click on this create new secret key button and now I'm just going to enter my key name, which is this. I'm just going to select the project and click on this create secret key button, and now my key has been created. So I'm simply going to copy this key and then we're going to paste this key right over here in our workflow and click on this save. And with this, we have successfully connected our OpenAI account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. Now it is asking me to select the model, so I'm simply going to select my model as DAL E3. You have to select it according to your choice. And now it is asking me for the prompt, so I'm simply going to enter the prompt right over here. Over here you can see that I've successfully entered my prompt, and over here in this prompt I'm simply going to map the details which we received from our Google Sheets, which is the topic. I'm just going to put a comma, and then I'm just going to map the product, which is sunscreen SPF 50. And after entering this prompt, we're going to move on forward. It is saying numbers of image to be generated, so I'm just going to keep it as one only and move on further. Now it is asking me for the size, so I'm simply going to select the size right over here. All right, now we're going to move on further. I'm just going to select the quality right over here, and now it is asking me for the style. So if you wish, you can definitely enter the style, but this is not the required field, so we can leave it as blank. And now I'm just going to simply click on this save and send test request to generate the image. And now once we're going to click on this save and send test request, my AI agent is going to generate me the image with the help of these details. So now we just have to wait for a few seconds till my AI agent is generating me the image. And yes, over here you can see that my AI agent has successfully generated me the image. So I'm simply going to copy this image URL and we're going to check for this image first. All right, so I'm just going to open a new tab and we're just going to paste the image URL and see the image which my AI agent has generated. So as you can see that this is the image which my AI agent has generated, right? And now I'm just going to post this image only in my social media account. All right, so first, before posting this image, I also have to generate the captions and the hashtags. So for that, I'm just going to add another action step, and now again for my action application, I'm simply going to select it as OpenAI right over here. And now this time for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as ChatGPT and click on this connect. Recently, I've connected my OpenAI account. I'm just going to click on this select existing connection and then save. And now it is asking me to select the AI model. So I'm just going to select my AI model, and now it is asking me for the prompt. So I'm simply going to enter my prompt right over here. And yes, over here you can see that I've simply entered my prompt, and once again I'm just going to enter the details which we looked from our spreadsheet, which is the topic. I'm just going to put a comma and then the product, and now I'm just going to put a comma and I'm just going to map the theme or the goal too. For that, I'm just going to move on forward. I'm just going to enter goal right over here, and then I'm just going to map this goal. Now we're going to move on forward, and I'm just going to click on the save and send test request. And once we're going to click on the save and send test request, automatically my AI agent is going to generate me the captions and the hashtags. So yes, you can see that my AI agent has successfully generated me the caption and the hashtag. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this step 2. And now what I want is I'm just going to post this on my social media account. So we're just going to start with Facebook. So I'm just going to add another action step, and now for the action application, I'm simply going to select it as Facebook pages. And now for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as create page photo post and click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Facebook pages account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this blue button which says connect with Facebook pages. And once we're going to click on this blue button, automatically over here it is saying you previously logged into Pabbly Connect with this Facebook account. All right, so you simply have to select your Facebook account and click on this continue button right over here. And once you're going to click on this continue button right over here, with this you have successfully connected your Facebook account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me to select the page name. So as you can see, the name of my Facebook page is Natural Glow Skincare. So I'm simply going to select my Facebook page right over here, which is Natural Glow Skincare. So I'm just going to select it and we're going to move on forward. Over here it is asking me for the photo URL. So yes, my AI agent has generated it. So I'm just going to map it. And now for the description, I'm just going to map the caption and the hashtag generated using my AI agent. And now I'm just going to click on this save and send test request. And once we going to click on this save and send test request, automatically using this image and this caption, a Facebook page post has been posted. So I'm just going to open my Facebook account and we're going to check for the post posted. For that, I'm just going to refresh this Facebook account right from here. And as you can see, same image and the same caption with the same hashtags. The post has been posted on my Facebook page, that too without any manual intervention. So yes, this is the power of automation which we have created right now. And like I did it for Facebook, you can do it for multiple social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. You simply have to add action steps of all the social media platforms you have to post the post on. And further, you can connect that platform with your Pabbly Connects account and post the post on that platform too. And then what is going to happen is that whenever your workflow is going to get triggered, which says every day at 10, automatically we're going to take out the current date with the help of date time formatter. With the help of the current date, we're going to look up in the spreadsheet for all the details like the post topic, product mentioned, and the theme goal. And further, my AI agent is going to generate the image with these details. And further, we're going to generate the caption and the hashtag, and we're going to post it on my Facebook page and multiple social media platforms. So yes, today I'm just going to only create this for Facebook pages. If you want, you can definitely add multiple action steps below this and create this automation for your multiple social media platforms. So yes, now every day at 10, automatically this workflow is going to check for the details and post on my social media account. I don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. This all is going to happen in backend. I can just sit back and look my Facebook post getting posted without any manual intervention. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.